Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And today I want to talk about things you should do when you're dealing with a narcissist. Sometimes you can't get away from a narcissist and you have to be able to deal with them. Maybe you're married to a narcissist and you just can't walk out because financial reasons, or you have children with the narcissist. And it's not so easy, okay? It's a whole big thing when you leave a narcissist and you're married or you have kids. So now you realize, you know what, I can't go anywhere because financially I can't leave them or anything like that. I'm in a situation, or maybe it's a family member and you have to deal with them at, family gatherings or something like that. So how do you deal with this toxic narcissist? The way you deal with a narcissist is that you respond and you don't react. What a narcissist wants to do is they want to affect your emotions. So you show them no reaction. They don't affect you. If they ask you a question, you answer the question with whatever answer, answers the question. You don't get emotional or anything like that. A narcissist is going to try to trigger you, okay? They want to see you get upset. They may give you little-handed, backhanded jokes or compliments or something like that. And it's all to get a rise out of you, okay? Maybe they bring up something that you're sensitive about. Maybe they talk about somebody that you don't like and they keep bringing it up just to irritate you. And you want to just let that narcissist have it. But the best thing to do is to show them no reaction, that they are not getting to you, okay? This is how you combat a narcissist, because if you go back and forth with the narcissist, they like it. They like to know that they upset you, okay? Even though a lot of people, this is very controversial, because a lot of people will say, well, I'm going to let them know that they're wrong. I'm going to let them have it and everything like that. That's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to get upset. Their whole goal is to upset you, because deep down, they have it in for you, okay? A lot of times it stems from jealousy. They're jealous of you, or they're jealous that somebody else likes you, and they're angry about that. So they want to upset you so that you have a bad day, so that you get anxiety and depression and everything like that. The most effective thing you can do when dealing with a narcissist is to show them that they don't affect you. They're nothing to you, okay? And you have minimal contact with that narcissist. In other words, let's say you're dealing with a narcissist that is, playing games with you or something like that. They're making plans, then they never follow through or anything like that. Then you can't rely on that narcissist. Then you can't trust that narcissist. Now, another thing I want to bring up when dealing with a narcissist is this. Never, ever tell your personal secrets to any kind of narcissist, especially a covert narcissist, because they will pretend to sympathize with you when secretly they're going to be talking about you behind your back. They're a gossiper. Covert narcissists love to gossip, okay? But you never want to tell them your vulnerabilities, because they are going to use it against you, and a lot of them will go behind your back and talk about it. So, you don't want to make yourself a target to that narcissist. They will also, this is how they make jokes about you and everything like that. They're going to find out what you're sensitive about. Are you sensitive about your weight? Are you sensitive about your age? Are you sensitive about, your situation with your family? Whatever it is. And the first time you have falling out with that narcissist, they're going to bring that up to try to trigger you. And you can't take the bait, because this is what they want. You have to make like you don't even hear them, okay? When they say something like that, you got to show them that they do not affect you, and then you disengage and you leave. You don't sit there and take the abuse. You remove yourself, okay? You have to remove yourself when somebody is disrespectful to you. So if somebody is blatantly disrespectful to you, okay, they're putting you down. Maybe they're saying something to you about your mental state, like, you really need to go speak to somebody, a therapist or something, because there's something wrong with you. Or they call you crazy, or you don't know what you're talking about, or this didn't happen, or they start to gaslight you or something like that. The way you react to that is you just look at them and you say, you know what? That's your perception. And you know what? That doesn't mean anything to me. And you walk away. Or a lot of times you gray rock them and just be like, okay, it's time for me to leave now. And you just, you remove yourself. Okay. That's the way of letting them know, you know what? I'm not going to entertain your bullshit. Okay. Because what they want to do is they want to know that you're, going to be gullible and you're going to take it because that's going to make them feel better. And a lot of people say, well, why does the narcissist, why do they want to upset me so much and everything like that? Like, I'm not even bothering them. Why do they want to upset me and get me angry or make me cry or make me upset? Because they're miserable people. It's as flat out as that. They are miserable inside, and misery loves company. Okay? I'm telling you, you guys. Or they're very, very jealous of you. Something about you. You don't even realize they're jealous about you. They could be jealous about attention you got in your childhood. If it's a family member, they could be jealous about the fact that, you have self-confidence. They could be jealous about your relationship with somebody. They could be jealous about your career. Or it just makes them feel better to put other people down. They don't feel so low about themselves. See, a narcissist, they don't care. They don't care who they hurt as long as they make themselves feel better, okay? So, the best thing to do is to stay away from these people as much as possible. The least contact, the better. And if you have to deal with them, like I said, you gray rock them. You don't show any emotions. You don't sit there and say, well, I know you said that because you were trying to upset me and everything like that. I know what you're trying to do and everything. Never show your hand when you're dealing with a narcissist, okay? Because that's what causes reactive abuse. When you get all upset and everything like that, they love it. Now they're going to go around to everybody else and say that you're a nut, okay? Some of them will even videotape you. They'll set you off because they'll flat out lie to you, gaslight you, and they're laughing under their breath because it's a joke to them. See, when you deal with a narcissist, it's a fucking joke to them to make you upset, okay? And when they cause that reactive abuse and everything, a lot of them will record you. Some will even post it on social media and be like, look at what I have to deal with or something like that. Or she's crazy. Look at this. Okay. But they don't show you how they lied to you and everything like that. So, you have to stay in control. You have to be a cool cucumber. And you have to shut your mouth and not tell this narcissist too much about yourself. Do not tell the narcissist when you're doing really well. And a lot of people will say to me, why? I want to rub it in the narcissist's face when I'm doing well. Because then you make yourself a target, okay? So, as much as you want to rub it in their face that you're doing well or something like that, maybe you got a promotion at your job or, you're stacking money or something like that. Do you really want somebody out there gunning for you? They're going to try to, somehow find a way to, make you fall or something like that. So this is how you prevent having an enemy, because a narcissist will become an enemy when they know that you're doing better than them. They hate it, okay? They hate it. And they're going to try to smear you all over the place and smear your character and everything like that. So this is why, the less you tell them, the less that you become a target, okay? And people do this all the time when they meet people in a relationship. You meet them, they seem so nice. They seem to tell you a sob story. This is what, narcissists do to manipulate in the beginning. They'll tell you a sob story from their childhood. And what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and think that they're being vulnerable with you. And you're going to open up and tell them something personal about yourself. Okay? You guys, just because somebody is telling you a personal story about their life, like maybe they got abused as a child, or, maybe they were a foster kid and they went through this, and they tell you, oh, I never told anybody this. And now you're thinking you're special. They must really, really like me because they're telling me something that nobody else, they never told anybody. First of all, you don't know that, okay? You don't know who they told and who they didn't. That's their version. Again, we're listening to words. Stop listening and believing everything that comes out of someone's mouth. And just because somebody tells you a personal story doesn't mean you've got to tell them a personal story unless you know them a long time, okay? The only way you're going to trust somebody is over a period of time. That's the only way, you guys. You've got to watch their behavior over a period of time, how they are with you, okay? Now, when you're dealing with a narcissist, one of the key things that you got to keep in mind, and I tell people this all the time, especially with a covert narcissist, you're going to know you're dealing with a covert narcissist by their inconsistencies. They don't follow through. Covert narcissists promise you the world. And then when push comes to shove, they're nowhere to be found, or they're going to give you an excuse why they can't do it. Maybe you ask the covert narcissist to help you clean out your house, and they said, oh, don't worry, I'll help you with that. Oh, I'll be there on Saturday and everything like that. And Saturday comes and that covert narcissist is nowhere to be found. Or they're telling you, you know, I woke up today, I felt a little nauseous, I think I got the stomach bug. They come out with their excuses. They love to say they're sick all the time, okay? Or, you know, they got to do something for their mother or whatever. I got to run to the ER and get an x-ray, whatever. They're going to come up with excuses. You're going to know by their inconsistencies. So how are you going to deal with a narcissist like that? You know that you can't depend on them. Now you know when you start to see this person canceling all the time, or, you know, they're not following through. Now you know you can't trust them, okay? You're dealing with somebody who's not upright. They're not a person of their word. That's a huge red flag, you guys, is when they don't follow through. So, you know, how do you deal with somebody like that? You don't deal with them, okay? And if you have to deal with them, you do the bare minimum, okay? When you deal with a narcissist, it's all about not getting into the thick of it. Because the more you're around narcissists, the more toxicity you're going to be surrounded by. The more they're going to nitpick. The more they're going to criticize and judge you. And the more they're going to make you feel like crap, okay? This is why you got to become really boring to the narcissist so that they go find somebody else to go pick on. They go find somebody else to go gaslight and play their games with, because you're just boring, all right? And this is how you get rid of them as well, because you bore the hell out of them. This is how you deal with a narcissist, because if you're not giving them any ammunition, there's nothing they can do, okay? Like if they tell you something like, you know, I don't know why you always leave the laundry on the steps when you should bring it up. You know, next time, bring it up and everything. The way you answer somebody like that, you just say, okay, that's it. Okay, what are they going to say? They're not going to say anything, all right? Because you're acknowledging what they're saying, and you just say, okay, that's fine, whatever, okay? Or you could say to them, whatever. That's your way of like dissing them, you know, that the BS that they're giving you doesn't mean anything. Okay, whatever, all right, okay. You know, fine, okay. One word answers, you guys. And when it comes to texts with the narcissist, all right, and they're playing games and everything like that, and they come back to you, maybe they ghosted on you, and they come back to you and they say something like, oh yeah, I'm really sorry, you know, I didn't have Wi-Fi for like 3 days and everything like that. The way you respond to that is, okay. You don't get into what happened to you. What do you mean you didn't have Wi-Fi? Because when you get into all that, you know, that word is, you know, all the, you know, back and forth with the details, now you look like a sucker that you're buying their story. The way you respond to that is, okay, that's it. That's like saying, you know what, nothing you say really means shit, so I'm just going to acknowledge it. Okay, all right? And this will, I'm telling you, you guys, when you send that okay text to them, when they start giving you the BS, you know, excuses and the lines and everything like that, that's like saying to them, you know what, I see what you are, and anything you say really doesn't mean shit. So it's like, okay, whatever, okay? So this is how you handle a narcissist. But the best thing to do is, if you can stay away from them, stay away from them, okay? So I hope that helps you guys. If it does, hit the subscribe button, and please share the podcast, and have a great day. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at The Game EXP123, and also on Instagram, The Game EXP123. Okay? And have a great day.